Hi Scrubs, I hope you're well. So we're back in Star Stable. I know I have not been in Star Stable in a really long time. I'm going to sort of just give you guys a heads up. We are going to go and check out the new horses. I'm not going to go and do anything else, but I do kind of want to talk about a couple of things. I haven't logged on Star Stable since, since I trained Sven and Jorgen, since I've maxed them. I've maybe been on once or twice to take pictures and then just logged off immediately afterwards. And, yeah, I'm gonna like talk about why that is in a little bit, but we're gonna go and look at the new horses and see them. I haven't done any of the quests. I know that some people have been wondering. These have all been sitting here, and I haven't felt the motivation to do them. So we'll go and see these new horses. Right, so for anyone that wants to go and have a look at these horses, they're over here by Gary Goldtooth up above Merland and across from Fort Pinta. So we have Alia. Lunar cycles on Jorvik are an enigma, but on the special occasion that a full moon beams down on the land, the illuminating glow draws out a graceful horse known as Alia. Solitary by nature, Alia sticks to the untamed wilderness of northern Jorvik and beyond, seeking the brilliant northern lights that sway across the sky in a multitude of blues, pinks, and purples. Much like Alia's magical coat, despite their shy demeanour, Alia are fiercely protective of the people and animals they bond with, perhaps to a fault. Expect some jealousy in your stable if you decide to take home this steadfast beauty. Your vegan legend claims that a radiant magical horse used to circle the ring of light around the moon, watching over the people of Jorvik, until one day, they being a light to earth to save their dear friend who had fallen into the fires of Garnock's fury. It is said that Alia that wander Jorvik are descendants of this mythical creature, still seeking to find their lost friend. Like other magic horses in Jorvik, Alia shows her true colours in wild places and will conceal its appearance in populated areas, whether it's in a magical form or disguised to blend in with the other horses Alia rides, just like the Andalusians it shares ancestry with. So that's Alia. Now I'll look at them in more detail in like a minute. Lunar cycles in Jorvik are an enigma, but on the special occasion that a new moon brings darkness into the land, the inky unlit night lures out a graceful horse known as Umbra. Preferring to stick to the shadows of thick forest, Umbra finds his home in the thicket, favouring the faint glow of firefly light to guide their way through the woodland. Due to its fiery mane, Umbra has a body of temperature much higher than other horses, and is always eager to break into a gallop, racing after the stars in the night sky. The legend claims that brooding magical horses used to skulk around the far side of the moon until one day the fires of Garnock's fury caught its curiosity. The mythical horse fell from the moon into the bubbling volcano, setting its mane ablaze. It is said that Umbra was a wanderer, or vicar descendants of the mythical creature, and that to this day they gaze longingly at the moon they can never return to. So, just like this one, it shares ancestry with Andalusians, and just like Alia there. So those are the two new horses. Right, so as well as the horses, there's also two pets here. So there is the moonlit magic fox, which is fed by nature. This fox is drawn to all things glowy and shimmery as a force born from light. Legend says that they emerged from the moonbeam as the magical Alia descended to the Jorvik to rescue their friend. So then on the bale, beside the fox, we have the cat. So this is the Ember Enchantment cat. So this mischievous feline enjoys sneaking up and startling others with their stealthy motions. Folklore claims they arose from the darkness when the magical Umbra tumbled from the far side of the moon into the Garnock's fury. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get all four of these, and I know I don't normally do this, but I want to like give a review of them for you guys so that you can make an assumption of whether you want them or not. Then after that, once you've like looked at them a little bit more closely, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And if you don't want to be here for it and you're just here to see the new horses and the new pets, that's fine. You can just click off after that. Right, we're going to have a look at these horses now. So this is obviously Alia. This is one I've called Dark Moon. Now, I haven't got an actual name for her yet. I'm going to have a think about it before I decide on anything. Now, I'm going to look at this in exactly the same way that I normally would. So this makes no odds whatsoever. The only purpose of this is I can actually show you guys it in a bit more detail. So you can make a decision whether you want it or not, and you don't have to get it if you don't want it. You know, that's the beauty of this. You can buy them or you can not buy them, right? So there is a really lovely pattern up here. I quite like the fact that we've got this sort of, it's almost like peacock feathers on it. I do like the sort of the tone of it. It's slightly bluish. Now, the one thing I would say that I wasn't overly keen on is the fact that this one is going to be very similar to, well, not very similar, like it's a slightly different grey, but where is she? Where's Khaleesi? There, right. Because I have Khaleesi over here, right? Okay, she's a dapple grey, Andalusian. And this one is also sort of like a faint grey. It's not quite, it's sort of in between the all white Snow White one and the dapple grey, and I think that's the only thing. Like, I would buy this horse for the wild colour, probably not for the other colour, so let's go out and actually see it, because I know that I've seen it on Instagram, but I can't really remember it that well. Okay. Well, that is really weird. Their one's like showing the pattern, but at the same time as in its regular coat. Or does it? No, it actually does. Okay. I slightly take back what I just said. I didn't realise it actually showed the pattern when you're out. I did not realise that at all. Can I go into photo mode? There we go. Let's have a closer look at this horse itself. Okay, it does actually have face markings and stuff. I didn't realise that. Okay. Yeah. I really like the blue eye, like the icy blue eye. Do you know what? And the platinum on the tail is nice too. So I will kind of take back my complaining on that. Because I actually thought that it was going to be just like a typical grey horse. Now, I love my grey horses. I will make that clear right now. I really like my grey horses, so, you know, it would be surprising for me to say that, but no, do you know what? I'll take that back. It's different enough that I like it. So, yeah, there's Alia. I will take her back in, and I will go and get the other one, Umbra. Right, so, overall, this is pretty. I like it. I like the Andalusian models, so I knew I wasn't going to really look at the gates or anything, because their gates, as far as I know, are exactly the same. Because I think I put the Andalusians in my top 3 when we were talking the podcast, I think. So yeah, this is nice. Right, now to look at you. So this one I've called Dark Glimmer. Now, when I saw these on Instagram, I thought this was kind of more my style, the darker sort of, the darker coat and that. Because this kind of gives me the old vibes of the other horses, the ones that had the rainbow, kind of. But this was more like a galaxy or a sunset nearly. It's actually nice, it's got dapples, which I didn't realise it did. It's got like, you've got really red eyes actually. Let me have a look at your eyes. Field of view. Yeah, it's got like pink reddish eyes. So it does. Because I thought when I was looking at when I saw these on Instagram, I thought I liked this one more than like that one, but you know, this one actually has surprised me a bit. Because I didn't think I was going to like that one as much. I mean, we know that like in the past I've really loved my wild horses, so I'm not, like, I know some people don't like wild horses, I get that. I quite do, you know, I quite like them, so. Right, let's go outside and see Umbra with the regular coat colour, because I can't actually remember what it was. Okay, so it's almost like a dunny kind of, almost, I'm trying to think what I would call this, almost like a smoky black, but like a dun at the same time. This one has got the markings as well, which is something I genuinely did not realise. Maybe I just didn't look closely enough at these horses when I was looking at them. And the stripe down the back, little dots around the eyes, marking underneath. I think I actually like the other. I think I like Alia's natural coat more than this one, but this one isn't off-putting actually, you know what? So, yeah, I think I prefer Alia's natural coat, which I did not expect, to be fair. Alright, let's go back in here, because I'm going to show you the pets now. Let's see them. Right, now, I'm probably going to give you a saddle, so I can give you a saddle bag. Right. Now, we're going to take them out on the floor. So here is the cat that matches Umbra. Probably should take that. No, don't stick your nose in the way of the camera, please. I'm trying to look at the cat. I can't even get around the corner. Right. It's got a little fiery tail, just like the horse. No, don't stick your head on. Stop it. I need to actually see you. There we go. It's got a nice pattern. It is quite cute, actually. I like little circles above its paws. The only thing I don't like about the cats is they're so noisy. They're obnoxiously noisy whenever they're out of their saddlebags. And to be fair, I kind of think they're noisy anyway when they're in here. Because I have the Halloween cat and I have another cat. And they're very, very noisy. Very, very noisy. This one's judging me. Right, okay, we're gonna see the fox now. With this one. I'm just gonna stick whatever saddle and everything that I have on here. Okay, so this is the mist, well, not mist fox, but the fox. Alright, let's get you down on the ground as well. Come over here. It's a little bit easier to see you. I think I like the cat more than... Oh, actually, wait a minute. It's very textured looking, I actually didn't realise. I think I still like the cat more, but the fox is actually nicer than I thought. It's got more detail than I expected. Yeah, so that's the two sets. So, I wanted to show you those and give you my genuine opinion on them. Now, what I'm going to talk about now, I know not everybody's going to be here for, so just be aware of that. So, I know part of me probably seems a little bit dead about these horses, like, my reactions to past horses, especially wild horses in the past, have been like, so, I've like freaked out over horses. I've just... It's hard to kind of explain, but I have not been exactly feeling myself in regards to Star Stable. It did start with the stuff that happened with Kappa, and it meant that I wasn't making videos, and I know right now I am making a video, and I'm still not really sure what I think about the whole situation. I know that there are other games that I'm still playing, but because I wasn't sure of Star Stable, I just kind of stopped and left it. And once I did that, I felt kind of resentful in the fact that I wasn't making videos. And it had taken a lot of the fun away. Because obviously a big part of the reason that I started playing Star Stable to begin with was because somebody asked me to try out the game, and then I enjoyed it, so I kept doing it. And as time went on, you know, that was all well and fine, I was still enjoying it, and then about the end of last year, I was starting to feel with everything that was happening, and then with Kappa, and then I made the decision that I wasn't going to post videos for a while on this, until I figured out how I felt, and what I thought was a better decision. I started to feel numb, and I know that might sound like really stupid, but I genuinely did. I started to like not feel anything, and I was kind of struggling with that a bit because it was like I had invested so much time into the game, so much into my club, and then suddenly I couldn't like enjoy it the way that I used to, and as a result of that didn't know what I kind of wanted to do. I wasn't going, oh, I'm going to quit or anything like that, but I just thought to myself, maybe I should just take a break, and I've taken a break for what, nearly 3 months now. It's nearly 3 full months since I properly was making Star Stable content, and I haven't felt like that's changed. I feel like it's actually made me feel worse, which is, and I know that I could have come on and maybe talked about this sooner or said something, but to be honest, I wasn't really sure myself, and even right now I feel like I'm rambling, but I thought if I don't talk about this at all, and I maybe somebody else will have a different perspective on it, something that I didn't necessarily realise, maybe someone would be able to say, you know, this is maybe something like I've gone through, you'll get through it or whatever. Like when I watched Elizabeth Rivelin's video and kind of what she said, I was like, this is kind of how I feel, but I'm not saying I'm gonna quit. It's just I've invested too much time and effort and stuff into it to just stop, and I also didn't want anyone to feel, because this is another thing, I didn't want anyone to feel like I was making videos out of just purely, like, you know, making them just to make them. That's why I kind of stopped as well. That's why I haven't made videos the past 3 months, because of Kappa, because of how I've been feeling. I didn't want to create content where I just felt like I was just going through the motions. I want to create content because it makes me happy, and right now, like, I made a video today, and I kind of forced myself to make a video today, and it's nothing to do with the fact that Star Stable gave me the star coins. Star Stable gave me the star coins because I was like, I want to do this because I need to set myself something to do. I need to make myself make a video today so that I can actually make myself talk about this, because I haven't wanted to talk about it because I haven't been able to figure out how I feel. So yeah, I know that this is probably so stupid and so rambly and stuff. I get that. That's why I wanted to kind of show you the horses before I even talked about this. But I just feel like maybe I'm going to feel better having discussed it with you guys. Because I would never want to make content just, you know, on this game just because I feel I have to. I want to do it because I enjoy it. And I just feel like Kappa ripped that out of my soul a bit, and there still hasn't really been any kind of movement on that. YouTube still hasn't really done anything to really and truly support the creators. They just changed the terms and conditions so that we'd be liable for things on a site that should have been educated, and you know, they knowingly broke the law and they've left it on us, and I really don't think that's right. And I know, yeah, plenty of people still make Star Stable videos, and that's their decision. I don't, in any shape or form, criticise anyone for what they choose to or not choose to do in that regard. I mean, like, one thing I have to say is, had I got these horses a year ago, like the Umbra and Alia, I would have freaked out. I would have been, like, squealing. I would have been so excited and so happy about them. And the saddest thing for me right now is Star Stable is putting out a lot of, like, new things, and I feel like really numb to it because I'm just like, I've kind of lost my enjoyment, and yeah, I haven't really been able to get it back. I've spent like 3 months trying to find the motivation. I've been thinking maybe I should play, maybe I should play other games for a bit, and I've kind of been doing that, and I just felt like it was time now that I've mulled this over for like 3 months. It was time that I actually talked to you guys about it and sort of said how I felt. Like, as I just want to clarify, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm quitting. This is not that video. I just feel like, kind of what I think Alia put it really well was when she said, it wasn't really anything to do with Star Stable. It was kind of like, there was all these things to do suddenly, and she didn't know where to start, and that's kind of how I feel. And I guess this video is me trying to figure out if I can restart that, which is why I did it today. I didn't want to try and make myself do a let's play of one of the quests, because I thought to myself, if I start doing this and I find I'm not enjoying myself, it's gonna be worse for me than if I maybe come on and actually talk about how I feel, and I don't like doing that. I'm not the sort of person that likes to really talk about how I feel, to be quite honest. There'll be plenty of bits of this video that I'll just cut out because I couldn't get the words out. But yeah, I thought it was only fair to be honest with you guys, because that is what this... I put a lot of myself into this. I put a lot of myself into this channel, and my integrity is extremely important to me. Like, at no point would I take something and then tell you guys it's great when I hate it, because I'm not that kind of person. I know that me a year ago would have absolutely lost my mind over these horses, and I do like them. In actual fact, I have to say, like, even though the way I'm feeling, and this is how I'm feeling, it's nothing to do with the horses themselves, it's just how numb I have felt. It's been very hard to even be excited, and I know that me a year ago would have been really, really excited. And I don't think it's just one thing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this is Star Stable's fault, because it's not. I know that, like, things change, and things move on, and people move on, and while I don't think that that is necessarily the right step for me just quite yet or anything like that, I want to try and figure out if I can kind of get my excitement and my enjoyment back a little bit, because I think that's maybe just kind of what's happening here right now. I guess we'll see, but yeah, I think I feel better for having done this today. I kind of was in half, I was sort of saying to one of my club today, I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to post this, but yeah, hopefully I managed to do that, because I think it's about time that I talk to you guys about it. It's been 3 months of me, like, really wrecking my head over this whole situation and how I've been feeling, and trying to figure out, like, what do I feel, what am I going to do, etc. So obviously right now I'm not going to do the quests. I'm going to post this video hopefully and see how I get on, what you guys think as well, because I do value, you know, your thoughts about this. I know some people are going to be, like, annoyed. They're going to be like, oh, you get star coins. Yes, as an ambassador sometimes I do get star coins. It's not necessarily frequently, and it's not the reason I became an ambassador, because when I first became an ambassador, it had nothing to do with it. We didn't get star coins at all. You were just an ambassador. And for me, this is more about reviewing this horse, reviewing the horses and the pets, and actually showing you guys them. Like, because that's the thing, like, I mean, I know for me, like, if I want to see horses and I'm like, oh, what are these horses like, or what is this product like, or whatever, I'll go and watch a video and be like, okay, they've said that these things are good about it and these things aren't, and for me that's what is better for figuring out whether you want something or not, is to do that. And the bottom line is, you do not have to buy the horses in this game, okay? You don't. That is the one thing that I've always said about Star Stable that I always liked more than horse, was the fact that horse, if you don't buy the horses, you kind of get left behind in the dirt, whereas with Star Stable, you don't have to. Like, for a pure example of this, and I think this is actually a good point, right? I didn't buy the Trakeaner. And I didn't buy the Trakeaner because I didn't like them. Okay? That is the truth. That is the honest truth. Is I didn't buy the Trakeaners because I didn't like them. And I thought I maybe liked one of them. And the more I looked at it, the more I went, no. I don't like the fact that the spots don't flow with the coat, hair-wise. And I haven't bought them. So, you know, these horses I liked enough to buy them. Okay, that's the bottom line of it. Star coins or no star coins. If any of you think that my integrity comes down to that, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that is not who I am. Yeah, I think I've rambled for long enough now. I think I feel a little bit better to finally get this all off my chest. I just didn't want to get it all off my chest too soon, because I wasn't really sure how I felt, because I didn't want to, like, talk about this a month in to how I was feeling and then go a week later be absolutely fine. And I think nearly 3 months is probably long enough time to say, you know what, this is how I feel. I feel lost. I feel very, very lost. And yeah, I think it was about time I said it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. So anyway, scrubs, I hope you have a lovely day, and bye guys.